Hello, welcome to Tea-Klatch. I'm drinking tea. The idea was from Ann Novella. She has Sunday afternoon Coffee Klatch. It's a Belgian Dutch thing where you invite people around for coffee and gossip. But because I'm drinking tea, this for me is Tea-Klatch. I'm English, it's tea. Cheers. My name is Jim. This is my channel, books, reading, stuff. Goodreads target. I've passed halfway. I've now read 52 books of the 100 that I set myself, and I'm 2 books behind target. I'm not too worried about that. July and August, I have a lot more free time because I don't have so much teaching as usual, so I expect to be able to catch up in July and August to be back on target. I had 7 books on my July TBR, and I've read 7 books, but they're not all the same 7 books. The first book I finished was Poole's Gold, which was a long book. It was over 750 pages. This was for June on the Range. I finished it on the 1st of July. And it's a book about a secret agent in the 1870s, based around Carson City. He's on the trail of some counterfeiters, and then he finds out that someone's planning to counterfeit some gold bullion. And it's an interesting tale, but it's way too long. Louis L'Amour could have written the same book in about a third of the space. Then I finished The Haunting of Tram Car 015. I put up a review of that, a 1-minute review. And I read Silent Bones. This was an arc. The book comes out on the 27th of July. It's a police procedural. I also put out a review for that. And it introduced me to Rachel Lynch, who's a very good crime writer. I hadn't come across her before, but now I've read 2 of her books and I've got a 3rd downloaded. The 4th book I read this month was The Forest of Memories by Nato, Kipiani, who's a Georgian writing in English. It's a strange book. I'd like someone to talk to about this, someone else who's read it, because the only review on Goodreads is the review I left, and I had to ask the Goodreads librarian to put this on. It's published by Intellecti here, who's the same publishers who published The Eighth Life, the Georgian version, and they also publish a lot of textbooks. It's about a Japanese boy, Genji, and his friend Ayumo, and they're playing hide and seek, and Genji falls asleep and Ayumo disappears and the body's never found, and Genji changes his name to Dylan and emigrates to Canada. It's a strange novel. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, and there's a review for that as well. Not all books are the same size. The Poole's Gold was 770 pages. The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman is just 26 pages. It's a very good book. It's a good book. It's a good short story. It's written in the 1890s about a woman who's in her room and her husband's a doctor, and he tries to discourage her from writing or doing anything. He makes her believe she's ill, and she's sort of going along with that, and then she slowly descends into madness. It's an incredible short story. Then I read The Song of Achilles, and I put up a review on YouTube Shorts for that. I chose to do it with YouTube Shorts because I looked at my 1-minute reviews. I've done 64 now, and the most viewed ones, the top 2 most viewed ones, are Knight's Plague and Master and Margarita, which were amongst the first ones I put out. But 3rd and 4th were Bleak House by Charles Dickens and Poking Holes by Juan Valencia. These I put out as shorts. The other 1-minute reviews have been in this format, this horizontal format, as opposed to shorts vertical format. But because the shorts did so well, I thought I'd try Song of Achilles as a short, and it's gone straight into my top 10 of views for my 1-minute reviews. It's got 180, almost 180 views already in less than 24 hours. YouTube Shorts perform differently to standard YouTube videos. Most of those 180 viewers came in a 1 hour segment between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning when the YouTube algorithm picked up the video and showed it to many potential viewers. The YouTube algorithm is a mystery to many of us. I'm currently reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I've just started this. This was Goodreads Choice Award last year. I've seen a lot of people raving about this. It's about two game developers who have this relationship. I don't know much more about it, but I'm excited to get onto this. This book was kindly lent to me by Djeli at the Petit English Book Swap. And I'm rereading The Catcher in the Rye. I've been looking more at rereading this year, and this is the first book I'm rereading where I didn't like it the first time. I'm rereading it because many of my booktube friends, particularly Alan at Big Car Books and Classics, really rate this book, and I've read the first 4 chapters and I'm enjoying it, which is a surprise to me. I like the angst-ridden internal monologues of Holden Caulfield. I know this is one of those red flag books. If somebody says this is their favourite book, it's a red flag. But it's very pertinent about the fears of adolescence on the precipice of adulthood. And another reread is City by Clifford D. Simak. When I was 15 in 1980, I read more pages by Clifford D. Simak than any other author. I haven't read much by Clifford D. Simak recently, apart from All Flesh is Grass, and I didn't enjoy that. But I'm hoping I'll enjoy City because it's his most esteemed novel. It's been over 40 years since I read it the first time, so I'm seeing, like with The Catcher in the Rye, how I feel about this now. And I received a book in the post from an author. This is Linden Falls by Joshua Hershey. He sent me an email asking if I'd like to review his book if he sent it to me. So I thought, okay, send it to me. I've never received any books before. I'm not Criminoli or any of the big booktubers. I've reviewed lots of e-arcs, which I get requesting them from NetGalley or Book Sirens. But this is the first time I've got a physical book from an author. It's signed. It has here, it's a Brew Book Excellent Award. I've never heard of the Brew Excellent Awards. I wonder if it's some sort of vanity thing. I don't know. I was told this is Christian fantasy, and I haven't read Christian fantasy since I was a child. I read the Narnia books, and it was so long ago. The first 2 Narnia books, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian, my mother read them to me. So this was going back to maybe 7 or 8 years old. I read those. And I haven't read Christian fantasy since, unless you consider parts of the Bible as Christian fantasy, like the flood story, or some of the things in Ecclesiastes, or the Revelations, which might be considered fantasy. But I'll read it and see what I think. I've seen Bill Ruttenberg has also got a copy of this, and Jess Bookgirl has not only got a copy, she's put a review up. I'll link to that in the show notes below. One final thing, I've got almost 1,000 subscribers. You can see below how many subscribers I have when you watch this. At the time I'm filming, I have 994. So I think on 1,000 I'll have a Q&A. If you've got any questions, you can put them down below. I think I'll probably do a live Q&A. So that was my Tea-Klatch. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe. That will help me with the mysterious YouTube algorithm. It might also help me get up to the 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.